Oh, controller. Cool.
There it is. The bridge. It's almost complete. More spiders. This can't be what the headed would suggest. Potato! You're a deadly great spider. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. untouched chest. He wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room? Expelliarmus thought to design these routes. That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no. The room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention. And might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this.
I won't, Professor.
We have much, but first, a map found.
I don't have the book with...
That, I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return.
Very well.
Good. We shall.
found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book? I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio.
If I could undo all that happened that day, I would.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom! Up!
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
This is brilliant!
Excellent. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Read it. Did anyone else see that?
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa! Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
That wasn't too bad.
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that duck. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit... But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. Am I right in suspecting that a Hufflepuff like you might...
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa.
It was worth losing a few house.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy... I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hey...
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. I'll keep an eye out for you in the...
Another adventure, are we?
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? I feel keen for some illicit spell.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your... Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. And I've only just returned. Thankfully, with inventory. I've got a few rare U-weavers of Wind-wisps, too. No matter what broom you choose.
Sounds quite the array of...
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see...
me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Nice doing business with you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa, you seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me. So, as it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for an ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. I could complete work on my first upgrade.
That sounds
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weekes' enthusiasm.
Oi! Can you help me?
And then the werewolves join the goblins.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once he's found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear... Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Dear me.
Is that...
Can't you keep it down?
Goodness.
Some of us are trying to rest.
My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. Still here. I'll just...
Yes, Professor.
Incendio!
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
I hope that house elf can find us in here. Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deek will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deek, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deek was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deek was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deek is honored to meet you.
Deek has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deek. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deek, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deek's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study
Leviosa.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement. Return to me once you've gathered enough.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. What? Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can.
I think you're ready to take on... The altering spell will allow you to cut. You can change the colors, pattern. Let's get started, shall we? Just aim your wand at any color. And perform the altering spell to Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years...
Professor Weasley said I should ask you...
Of course.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room... even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can...
Thank you, Professor.
Good. I'll leave you.
Most excellent.
I'd like to ask you...
Of course.
Actually, perhaps...
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Hello, Mr. Pippin.
Yes, I do.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few in... I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has constantly complaining about the... If you take this rather irritating...
I'd be happy to...
You've no idea. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Oh, she's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I... Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Always late, that Pippin.
Madame Luong?
Sent a child to do his work. Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than...
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to... Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of... You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion. Drink it.
I'd rather not.
I do insist.
It seems to have worked.
Well...
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combine...
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had it. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he...
You mentioned that more and more...
Well, I can't speak for all of... If I were you...
Very well.
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
A fine choice. Exactly what I would have chosen. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Always been keen on Keenbridge. Hang on.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
I deliver? Nothing to worry about.
Glad to hear it. And...
It was a pleasure doing business.
likewise.
Best of luck with your potion.
Do take care. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
you, Hufflepuff?
Leviosa. Imelda Reyes? I'll be weak.
Did he now? Still, I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? Caught wind of you showing off and flying?
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't.
Tell that to the rest of the school. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, trouble. But for some reason, now people think you're competition.
Perhaps I am competent.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for... Enough of this. Only one way to... I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Slytherin versus Hufflepuff.
Actually, why not?
I'm so looking forward to see...
This is rather fun. Brilliant. Did it. Made it. Whoa! I've got this.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Don't think this is over.
Surely my win means something. I don't want respect from the likes of you. All you do...
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale. You can try to prepare by racing. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me.
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but it fed. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight...
Oh, thank you. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's
I'm excited to...
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee... How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Excellent.
I think there were doxy eggs as well.
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignment.
Good. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having the enchanted books here.
Was it?
Ugh. What am I? What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of... I think it's time you face the Summoner's Court.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. All in the wrist. That was one for the ages. Akio. Nothing to it. Didn't think you were a match for me. Akio. Try to beat that.
Let's play... I'm in.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. All in the wrist. That was one for the ages. Accio. Nothing to it. Lucky shot. Accio. Try to beat that. I'll let you have that one. Well done. You beat me. Bit of good luck.
I'm not lucky. I'm simply better than you.
All right, fine. You're right. You're better than me. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing.
I suppose you're right.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be...
Sebastian.
It has.
First, let me think.
Of course. Scribner...
Well, you took the fall from...
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not... This way. There's a secret passage just here.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Revelio. think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it her...
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand...
Is that how he found...
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full. I've never heard anyone else speak of it. And again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets.
Understood. But why does Ominous have...
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the four. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous... Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to.
Really?
Like the blasting curve. Professors say it's not an appropriate...
A proper magical education.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. But you should learn it. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the... Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras.
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it? That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say,
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo,
I would have paid to see...
I swore we'd never live it down. So this
is exactly the type...
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells. Haven't been here in some time.
I'm sorry about your sister.
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne.
If your sister is unwell, she may not...
Meeting a new student will be precisely what... She misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon.
Very well. Let me...
Cheers.
I'm not...
You said something was missing from what you found. I assume it's to do with what you told me.
Nothing gets past. And yes, it is.
I'm listening.
The book I found in the restricted section was
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so... I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you. A bit more time. Spend as much time here as you... And remember, when I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Revelio.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions.
I recognize that voice. Heard you. Did you just come from the Undercroft?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbled. You breathe a word about this place to anyone. My father is friends with the headmaster.
Trust me, Ominous. And Sebastian is a good friend.
I don't need you to tell me about my...
Ominous, I just meant...
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a... time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
I was hoping to see...
You're back.
Wouldn't listen to a word about Goblin.
Listen, Professor. Eldritch Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about...
His great...
Yes, she used to be an aura. Well, she took me to Azkaban.
You went to
Quite an experience, but you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he...
Who on earth...
He was a student here long ago. I found the missing page.
You found the pages?
I did, believe it or not.
Why am I not...
I was hoping you'd say that. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it...
I'll find you at the tower.
Until then, be...
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you have done that, come and see me.